Hey guys, welcome to a slightly abbreviated quarter blade session tonight as we are starting a bit late. We've had some technical issues that we've quasi overcome. Sadly, Felix's monkey background, it has bit the dust. Some of the echoes that have been coming from me are ghost-like and we can't figure out what they're coming from. And little things like that, little OBS crash for Rob, who is doing the brilliant job of doing our video. But let us jump into our game so that you guys can all enjoy a little bit about our joy. What I'd like to do is, like I always do, is turn it over to our players to talk a little bit about what is going on. Specifically, I'm leaning heavily upon Pete tonight because we're coming back from about 3 weeks off, and he takes the best notes of anybody I've ever seen. I mean, Rob, yours are really good, so but yours come with a little more color sometimes than is absolutely necessary. That's look at that mic. Oh my gosh.
What he's saying is that I
Here we
am
go.
factual but colorless.
Oh, Pete, you are so white. It's not even funny.
Yeah.
Did you actually just say that?
When I start talking, the monkey even stops smiling.
Oh,
Totally, I think we just offended the bloody Irish there.
oh. We'll offend somebody every time. I think that's part of our MO. Anyway, Pete,
Yes.
can you catch up everyone, including myself, on where we're at?
Okay, so last session, the first session of the spring season, we decided that we were going to deal with this missing artifact that we suspected was somewhere in the canals.
Can we say what were the things that were given you to do and so on?
So we had, as usual, 3 things. Number 1 was represent the house at the state funeral.
Yes.
Number 2, establish what Uncle Loto has been doing. And number 3, disrupt the activities of the cult of the Seven Veils to protect the city from danger.
And that's where you guys started.
That's where we started. We started with the canals. So we found out where it was. It was basically down by the I can't remember the name of the area, but
the Vine.
Yeah, the Vine, where all the vineyards come down to the edge of the water. And we found various different bits of evidence. So basically, some of the vines had been watered with water from the canal and had turned strange, stunted, and blistered. We analysed the water and basically found out that it's not poison. It's not a natural thing. So then we sort of tracked. We found that there was a couple who were obviously spying on the area. We found a couple of urchins who were lingering around. So then we went and we got a whole load of diving equipment. We got a diving bell, and we brought it down to the canal, lobbed it over the side of a bridge,
as you do,
and then started hunting around under the water. Basically, then there was a whole load of the lobster beasts.
They keep coming back.
4 of them. And Mochlain did his usual knackety stuff. And turned them back on their master.
Yes, he did.
So they disappeared. What else happened? Sasha kicked three students off the roof.
Yes, she did. She can't get enough of the roof kicking.
Can't get enough of rooftops. Yeah. Yep. And then basically, right at the end of the session, we found a whole bunch of boulders stacked together, and in between those boulders, there was a tear in space. And the last thing we saw was that beyond the tear, there was this emptiness stretching forever. A dark, leathery, bumpy surface. And in the middle of that space was a cauldron. And then the surface closed up into a huge hand, and this eye came in, the eye of Argos, and looked back through the
tear. Absolutely. And so, who is in the water at this point, looking through the tear?
Loernzo and Pietro were the two in the canal.
Loernzo and Pietro are in the canal.
Yeah.
So, at this point, that wavery tear, you can see, because you have seen Argos a couple of times now. He's recognizable. I say he loosely because it's got a deep sounding voice, sort of like Felix, really masculine. But and there I am echoing again. I would love to say that the tear just starts to seal back up and we just move on. It doesn't. It remains.
How wide?
It is, you would think it's about, and I will use imperial because that's how I was raised. It is about 6 inches wide. and about 12 inches top to bottom, and it sort of looks like an eye or an iris of a cat, and the edges are sort of misty. It looks like your reality is sort of fraying and turning to motes of sparkling dust at the edge. You think that it's not a rapid thing, but you hazard the thought that if those edges are slowly turning to particles that flicker and turn into sparks and go away, that possibly this would be growing.
Okay.
And you can see he's on the other side looking at you. Sort of
how far
quizzically.
away is the cauldron from the tear?
You would, okay, as his hand came back, and by the way, this version of Agos that you're seeing through this tear is massive, like a 3-story building. And that hand that comes back has the little bitty cauldron sitting in it. You would say it's now probably about 20, 30 yards back across that as he's pulled it back. You're not going to just like, whoa, pull a fast one. Yeah, I mean, there's, who knows? But that's what's going on in the water. Let's take a quick look around the scene at what else is happening. The kicker off the roofer, Sasha, what are you doing?
Well, I take it. Have I trussed up these?
Absolutely.
Did you say
You are in.
on them?
I'm sorry?
Did you say they had collars or some
No.
kind of device, cuffs or something? Was it a cuff?
They had some sort of device.
They
They
had,
had devices on. Them.
yeah, they had bracelets on.
Ah. Yes,
There
they
was 4
did have
bracelets
on.
for all 4 of the creatures.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
So
exactly what they have on them.
Bracelets.
And you have deduced that.
Oh, I've got. Why do I get the feeling there's somebody who's joined me on the by the garden by the wall where
That's right.
It was me.
somebody. Aha. So
Yeah.
Absolutely. Your knack is rushed across to join with that.
excellent. So they seem to be controlling something with these cuffs. Mochlain, if you want to take them.
Yeah, the only way that, professionally speaking, as a knack, the only way to remove it from the individuals is to chop the hand off.
I'm
then
good for
slide
that.
it
I
off.
can do. I
They,
want to see these.
I'm trying to remember if any of these guys are conscious.
Only one is.
Go ahead.
Oh no, one's outright dead, and the others are unconscious. The other 3 were unconscious.
Didn't Rob get into the brains of the lobstermen and tell them to go back and
Yes, he
attack
did.
Kill the one-eyed
attack?
man. Yeah, but he wasn't.
Yes,
I
he
don't
did.
think he was there because it was that prompted Sasha to jump into action because they squealed, going, "Ah, we've lost them" or something, and that alerted Sasha to where she was on a hidey place to go
Yep.
on over and go and kick him in. And the last one died, I believe.
Did he?
I think so.
Or was he severely injured?
I think one of them. I think one of them did die. But I can't remember.
Yeah.
So having not watched the video, I apologize. Let us just say if it's changed from what happened last time, that he has expired.
Yeah, I'm sure
So does-
one died and 3 are just unconscious because they all fell.
Yep.
The one that's
Very
dead, does the cuff come off easily?
Ah. I think it would.
Chop his hand off anyway. He's dead.
You'll definitely scare the others. But anyway. Okay. Yeah, so you can have
cuff off and give it to Mochlain.
okay, you now have that cuff.
And they were
Okay.
controlling. They squealed. They seem to have lost control of them. Is that something perhaps to do with you?
Oh, couldn't possibly say, Sasha.
Oh. Mhm.
And I start laughing. Let's just say,
The role
Sasha, the one-eyed man, he's gonna be shitting his breeches later. Oh, I love it when the creatures of the deep actually get their revenge.
Yeah. Hmm. Right.
Oh.
Well,
We will
have
now
one-
go ahead, Sasha.
We have one cuff freely given. The other 3, I am very happy to chop the arms off for you if you need for gaining access to them.
The one who's awake is looking very terrified
Good.
and is now pleading.
Then take it off.
Please, I don't know if I can.
No, chop.
It was put-
hand needs
It
to
wasn't
come
put
on.
on by me.
Well, there's
This-
2 surefire ways. One is to kill the students, and the other is to chop his arm off.
Which would you prefer I do? Kill you or chop your arm off?
Neither.
Yes, you find an alternative because those are the only two solutions we have.
What's your name?
The person who put it on.
What's your name?
They...
It's going to be Stumpy soon, mate.
Oh my word!
What are
You
you
guys are
laughing
great.
for? Is your hand is going to be affected?
No, no. So he's definitely very scared. Let's take that montage and quickly move to where Martin is, because I want to know what's going on with Martin, with Monte.
I've swapped my character out in game and out of game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he would they'd have rowed to the shore so Mochlain could get out on and go towards.
That's right.
Sasha, and then he's rowed back over to where the diving bell was to keep an eye on, to offer support if Pietro and Lorenzo need assistance.
Okay, so you were roughly above that.
Yeah, we helped with the lifting of the diving bell, and then now they're back down. They've basically gone to keep an eye out if they get into any issues, or a safe place to climb out when they surface.
Very good. I was about to switch back over to Lorenzo and Pietro, but I think because of what I'm seeing on the screen, I will go back to, and I'm echoing again, to Mochlain and Sasha and the terrified students. So the guy's shaking. I maybe if you the person who put it on, our
Who put it on?
These calls
supposed to
are being
say.
recorded for training purposes. Come on, mate. I know who put it on, and if you're wanting him to take it off, it's not going to happen tonight.
What the what he's I can't, I'm not supposed to say his name.
Why? Does saying his name give him power over you?
No, we're all
Well, then
sworn to
say his name.
secrecy. I mean, you understand being sworn to a house. It's like that. You're sworn to a group.
Look, I can get his name from Moon Delaval. It's fine. I already know who he is.
You know Moon?
Yes, I know Moon. And
He
I
actually
know
doesn't
your
he didn't say it
master.
that way. He says the Lady Moon. He wouldn't say just Moon. Let the fiction be amended.
Okay, the Lady Moon. Oh, she does like titles, doesn't she? I remember when she was riding something whilst we were in bed, and she insisted that I call her mistress. Of course, I objected. Anyway, that's a different story for a different time.
The guy's mouth drops open. And he's like,
Yes, hers did exactly the same action as well. Once the top. No, that's another story for another time. Look, I know who your master is by name. You tell me, and I'll confirm.
if you know why I don't.
Because if you tell me and confirm, then the mercies will have mercy on you. If you don't, then Sasha is prone to cutting things off. I could tell you a story about a man who tried to get into her bed once. He's lost a leg and a penis and one ball sack. She's very good with a knife.
I've taken one of my knives out and I'm sharpening it.
She is very violent.
Oh no! Oh no! You should see Pietro killed a man in cold blood.
Who's Pietro?
Oh, that's somebody who you don't want to meet. Now he's vicious. Oh, and don't get me started on Monte. I tell you, if you wanted to be beaten up, and the bruises, you would be recognised for months. Trust me,
Okay,
I'm the nice one here, and you're pissing me off.
Yeah, the things
It's-
Lorenzo can do with a ferret.
Oh.
Oh, that conjures bad images. I remember that one.
I'm not.
Okay, fine.
No.
Look, our Dean, Orlando Acerbi. And that is now on roll 20 in the chat for you to write down.
Sorry, what was his name again?
Orlando.
Smack, I'll punch him in the face.
Dean.
Get it right. What's his name? That's not his name. You're lying to me.
Okay. What's his name?
Danielle. Or Daniel.
Daniel, that's right.
Aquilani.
Damn it. You
Yeah,
didn't know it.
I did.
He goes, okay, I'm sorry. Well
What's
done,
his
Rob.
name?
Daniel. And
Okay.
Aquilani. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm gonna Sasha, we might have to still remove this. Is your knife sharp enough? I'm gonna have a look at the bracelet that I've already.
Wait. Let her answer.
Sorry.
Answer.
Yeah, I think it is coming up very nicely. I take just a few strands of hair and just woofed it up and then cut it with the knife. Yeah, that's really nice.
It's sharp.
I think you should describe where you got the hair from, Sasha.
Anyway, Rob's having a rare night. I think it's his microphone. It's causing him all sorts of problems.
I tell you, I'm loving it.
Very good.
The bracelet, does it just unclasp?
Yeah, it does. No, his does not.
His doesn't.
His seems firmly on. No, yeah, and it does not appear to have a easy seam or catch. The one on the dead guy, you can see that it's almost like a jigsaw puzzle, how it fits together, a little round piece going into a hole, and where that is on his that you have off, you cannot see on the others.
Okay.
Take a thumb.
I'm going. Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to knock him out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to backhand
He
or
is-
pistol whip him with my revolver.
You know what I'm going to do just to be a jerk? I want you to roll for that because you might just really injure him instead of knocking him out. That'd be funny.
It might kill him.
And it might kill him, which would be another interesting thing because I think you guys have
We'd get the bracelet. We'd get the bracelet though. at that
guard
point.
around. Don't you guys have the guard that you guys brought?
Yeah, they were keeping watch in various places.
Yep, that's right. What roll do you want to make? To have it turn out the way you want, which is gentle enough to, hard enough, but gentle enough to knock the guy out. Oh. So what exactly did you do to try and knock him out?
So I was contemplating one or two things, but it all comes down to the same thing. I'm either gonna get my pistol and
Yeah.
with the butt of the handle, basically.
Oh yeah.
Okay, to try and knock him out, or one of my daggers, but with the base of the handle,
Okay.
and just. Okay, I
Pick which
prefer the
one.
pistol. I'll be
Okay.
honest with you.
So you grab the pistol and whack, and unfortunately, your pistol it sinks in.
Oh, he didn't have a very
So-
hard head, did he?
Not a very hard head at all, and he is now dead.
Do you know what I think, Sasha? I think it was the
his,
preliminary fall.
bracelet comes off.
I think it was the preliminary fall that caused the weak spot on his skull. That's my guess
Maybe.
as a physician. Okay, whatever you do, do not tell Pietro. They were all alive, okay, Sasha, and then they mysteriously just fell down dead, and the bracelets unclasped, and something in their brain just went pop.
They slipped off the roof. I admit with a little help, but they slipped off the roof.
Yes,
You know.
yes. I
There
mean,
was
it
some of
was
that.
slightly wet up there in the moss.
It was a silly place to be.
Speaking of Pietro, let us slide the camera back down through the murky depths to where Pietro and Lorenzo have seen this horrific thing and are making a decision on what to do next. I would say they hear a voice, a booming voice that's, I mean, it still has the effect of coming from water. I mean, there's water around you, water in your ears, water, blah, blah. But you get the voice of Argos the merciful, the pitiless. Who seeks the Hellmaw?
Your worshippers, please send it back.
You worship? Then bow in my presence.
We are bowing. You can't
Yep,
see us.
bow. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
I have met you before. On the hill.
Yes, we were there at the Blessed Sacrifice.
Ah. One more to go. One more to go. Your prize when it is accomplished, not before.
So he's not giving us the cauldron then. Okay. But
Make the sacrifice. Open the gates. The new order will be perfect. You shall all be lords. And with that, he seems to recede into the distance. And you can see a healthy amount of the dead as ghostly forms that are swirling around as he pushes through them.
Mhm.
And they are now noticing this tear.
The dead.
Oh, yeah. And you can see now ghostly faces pressing through the hole and hands, multiple ghostly hands trying to pry it open. Though it does not appear to just give. And now there's a multitude. There are so many hands and they're all trying to pry through. There's just a massive amount of the dead. And unfortunately, they can't seem to get it open wide enough for anything to happen, but they are all, if you could hear the screaming, it'd be awesome. But you can only see the open maws of those wishing to escape.
I think we should go and get Mochlain.
Yeah, we might. There's not much we can do here unless we've got some
Nope.
people. Just go.
I think, gonna swim up and then going to call up to
Okay, you
Monte.
break the surface. Absolutely. Monte, you see them break the surface.
What have you found down there?
Nothing good. Where's
Oh no. Oh, he went to join. He went to go and help Sasha.
Before we start,
we need Mochlain now.
Anthony.
Yes.
Anthony, before
Yes.
swimming up, I'm just going to try and knock some more stones and boulders on top of it,
Ah.
just to hide it a bit. You said it wasn't that big. You said it was only 6 by 12
Yep.
inches. So I
Oh, absolutely.
should be able to.
You know
place
what?
top.
I'd like a roll to see if you can knock that out. I like the idea. You're just going to cover that thing up and make it where nobody else can find it easily.
Well, that's how I do it.
You tell me. You only have so much air, so this can't be too complicated.
Just bear with me. I've got to resize everything.
I'll get out the boat and head up towards Mochlain and Sasha. And
Okay.
relay this message.
So I'd say this is right.
Okay.
Using overwhelming force against the personal object to push it, I suppose.
Okay.
Is it risky?
Yes, it is risky. You're underwater. You're dumping a bunch of boulders around. Yes. And I'm echoing again, but the downside is if you screw this up, you may get caught in this. There's the 5. You got it.
Okay.
What I will say with that 5 is, what should I do with that 5? That 5 gives me all sorts of opportunities.
Turn it into a 6.
I think when you do this, you see a couple of boulders tumble in front of that hole, and one of them actually appears to tear the hole slightly bigger. But it's now covered up.
Okay.
You just see that for a second.
Okay. I just left a few of the damned out.
Yep, fair enough. And you're running low on air. So when you pop up to the surface of the canal, it's only probably 5, 6, 7 seconds after Pietro hits the surface. And you see Monte has already said something to Pietro as you're shaking the water out of your ears. I'm going quiet to let you guys decide what you're doing.
I'm just I'm hanging around waiting for Mochlain.
Okay, so you're treading water?
I'm holding on. Holding on to the cable. That
Okay,
is...
hold on to the cable. Okay, so what do you do, Loernzo?
I'll just get out and.
Which side
Which side of what?
of the canal?
The one where I am.
Towards the vineyard?
Sorry?
Towards the vineyard where Mochlain is?
Well, I don't know.
Or no, or towards the other side,
I'll go
which
out
has
the side that I went in because I don't know that anyone's anywhere else.
Gotcha. So you're on the opposite side of where Mochlain and Sasha are. You're where the folks were that were set up to do the bellows.
Yeah. And
I do not know why I'm echoing.
On the other side, can we?
Sorry?
We can't see anyone on the other side, can we?
Oh yeah, you can now. I mean, but it's a distance up on the hilltop, sort of through the vineyard. You can see the outline of Mochlain and Sasha, and Mochlain is like swinging something. It's crazy. Okay.
Chopping hands off and stuff.
You never know with him. You never know. You truly never know.
Yeah.
Okay, Monte, you're to the side. What do you choose to do? You jump out, or are you gonna yell?
Well, we'll take the boat. I'm not sure with considering how urgent, and the kind of like the tone of Pietro's voice. I'm not sure when I draw all that much. Cause part of me was thinking if I just want to get attention quickly, I'd fire this pistol just to get some attention. But I'm not sure I want to draw that much, that many eyes to whatever's going on here.
Very good.
So you're gonna get out, take the boat to the edge of the canal, get out and dash up the hill towards
Okay.
Mochlain and Sasha.
And there are straight up paths through the vineyard up the side of the hill.
Yeah.
So you can make that dash quick. I will say, Sasha and Mochlain, you see Monte jump out of his gondola and start heading up your way.
He's not much for running, Monte, but this time, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's moving up. He's moving up.
He's
the hill
moving.
with celerity.
Yeah.
Rob, you're muted. Okay, on purpose muted. Sasha's muted too.
Yes.
Yeah, that's because she's she's always muted.
So she's your.
Okay.
So I think we need to delve deeper on this. She's your what? Your muse?
Something like that.
Oh, I
Very
just
good.
got that
So-
look from Pete. I've been naughty. Sorry, Dad.
Well, she is my muse, but that's okay.
Yeah, she's everybody's.
It
muse.
inspires me every day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you guys do as you see Monte running up the hill towards you?
Shit. How far away is he?
50 yards.
Sasha, I think we've got to move quick. I think they're onto us.
Can you
Visions
carry
of a
two
hand
out?
flying right to me.
Can you roll the dead two down the hill and I'll drag the live two?
Yeah,
haven't
we
got
could
the
get rid of the
watch
corpses in the canal, couldn't we?
You do have all the cops there that you brought, just so you know.
Oh,
Roll bodies into the canal.
There's a quick
Oh.
access point to the other side.
Wave at the cops while you're doing it.
Awful again, is it? You know.
okay. Bugger. Oh. Yeah, we
What?
really shouldn't. If we got the cops there, we really should not have pushed them off the roof, should we?
No, I definitely should have pushed them off the roof. There was
Okay,
four of
as
them,
long as
one
we're
of
clear
them-
on that. As long as we're clear on that, I'll be your witness.
That's absolutely fine. Answering it that way. There was four of them, one of me. I pushed them off the roof.
Yep.
I don't
Okay.
care.
Okay. That's exactly
It
what
wasn't
I saw.
long fall, it was nice, soft, squishy ground. It's not my fault they don't know how to fall. Or
Yeah.
land, should I say. Probably.
enough.
They don't know how to land. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And I think one of them slipped trying to run away. And he shouldn't have been
Yeah,
trying to run
that-
away. If he was trying
Yeah.
to run away, he wouldn't
No,
have fell.
He should have just fell with the others. I completely concur. Yeah.
If you push them to them rolling
Um,
down the hill, try not to take Monte out, okay? Push them down the hill.
Is the
Hopefully they'll stop at the end.
Okay.
And I'll drag these down, but I think he needs you fast.
Okay. I'm gonna sort of like get all the blood off of the handle of my pistola before Monte gets there.
There's some hair and bone pieces too.
Oh, excellent. Could have hair pie tonight. Oh, not that type of hair. Right. Okay.
And some gray matter.
Oh, it
We'll
went
just
in
rub that
far.
off and just stop.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
obviously where he landed accidentally, bashed his head. You know,
On this
and
pistol which I found
no, it's not-
on the
it's not
ground.
just here. It's a rock.
It was a rock. Yeah. And when we looked at the rock, it was actually a pistol handle. It was buried, not very well.
Very good. So
Right.
I still am at tether hooks to figure out what you guys are doing as you see Monte running up the hill.
Oh, I'm waiting for Monty to get up the hill.
Okay.
Monty looks
Monty.
more and more. Monty looks more and more confused as he gets closer and starts to slow down. What? What
Yeah,
happened?
you see. I don't want to put words in your mouth, Rob, but I think you see Mochlain put something behind his back as you come up there. Would that be fair?
Yeah, when he gets closer, yeah, the pistol goes back in the belt under my coat.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Probably,
Yeah.
I think I get the impression I'm saying something I'm probably not supposed to, but
Fair enough.
You know, let's keep as a keeper of secrets. We're good.
You have seen Mochlain's face when he's done something a little off, and that's what you're seeing. You're like, okay, yeah, that's what it is.
Hey, Monty. You out
Yes,
of breath?
hello.
Do you wanna just calm down a second and get your breath
Yeah,
back?
I don't run very often.
No. It's nice to
Pietro
see you
needs you.
out of the gondola.
I couldn't get. I think yeah, it would be difficult getting up this hill. Going back down would be fun. But yeah, Pietro needs you. He's something bad apparently.
Oh, okay.
Looking down the hill, you can see Pietro and Lorenzo have a hold of this cable that goes down into the water, and they are in the water up to their shoulders, holding onto this cable.
Oh yeah, must be really bad. Can't they swim?
In the lake.
What lake?
I think they want to. I don't think they want to leave whatever's, and they want to show you what's there because it sounds like it was important.
They want me to go in the. Oh God.
I don't know if you got to go in the water, but you have to be nearby.
Okay.
I think.
All right,
Well,
Sasha.
yeah.
Monty will help with one of those, and I just push this dead body down the hill.
Okay.
It sadly does this.
There's another one over there,
somersaulting
Monty.
thing.
If you can bring that with you.
Yeah.
We found them
it's
like
not
this.
it's rolling.
I'm just gonna put this one in this tree, just in the lower branches, out of the way.
No. Bring them down. Bring them down. Honestly, we
Okay.
found them like this.
Fair enough. You guys. So Felix. Sorry.
Take it they've got on cape.
Pietro
I'm going to
and
lay them on
Lorenzo.
cape and drag them
Go
down
ahead.
the hill.
So I'm gonna
Fair
get out.
Go on.
I said, I
Really?
take it they're probably wearing capes, cloaks of some kind. I'm going to
Yep,
lay
yep.
them out on their cloaks and drag them down the hill. The hill will give me their own body weight momentum.
Absolutely.
I'll drag them down to the unconscious ones, and
Yep. I love it. So Lorenzo and Pietro from the water where you are holding onto the cable. No. Lorenzo got out on the far side.
I got it. No, I got out of the same side.
As the bellows machine.
Same side.
Yeah, you
I-
did
I-
actually say he came out on the where the bellows machine was.
Yeah, you did. You're on the far side.
We both got out wherever the rope was, basically
Yep.
above us, which I'm thinking is where we went in, isn't it?
Yes, which is the opposite side of the
Yeah, I know.
canal from where
Yeah.
they are.
So I've got out, yeah.
Yep.
Am I
There's the guys standing there.
Am I wearing my suit? Am I wearing a diving suit, or am I just wearing normal clothes? Okay.
Normal
gonna
clothes.
I'm gonna walk over the bridge towards those guys.
Mm-hmm.
When I recognise the bodies, I'm gonna shout an exclamation! Can't believe those guys are dead. They both had large families, lots of children. They're going to be There's going to be at least 10 orphans.
So that's what Lorenzo
what
says as he walks
happened?
up.
Hang on. Weren't they students? How old are these students that they've
I
got
know.
large?
I think Lorenzo's giving him a hard time. So Lorenzo, you saw Mochlain's expression when you did that, but yes, they are students. They probably don't have a bunch of kids yet, but that's fine.
They were loved. They were very loved. They'll
They
be
were
missed.
very loved. Their parents will miss them, brothers and sisters. so you get the gist. Lorenzo is giving you grief for your murders. And Pietro is still hanging out in the water as a good trooper.
Yeah, I'm just going to.
You are now all on. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm just going to quickly explain to Rob that what we saw. Basically, maybe he needs to go and have a look at it.
Okay. What do you say to Mochlain? I would prefer that than your player saying what he's going to do. I'd love to hear your role play on that.
We dived down. We encountered the lobster man. He suddenly went away. We don't really understand why. And then we discovered a rift into another world. Encountered the demons. He's got the cauldron, and is planning on coming back if there's another sacrifice.
Wow. What does Mochlain say to that?
Are you sure that's exactly how it went?
Pretty much.
No, I'm talking about the student. They've actually got sons and daughters. Are you sure that's exactly how it went?
I might have been taking the piss a bit.
For one moment, I was actually joyous. Now I'm quite sad.
Sasha, any
So,
words?
This.
Don't think there's any words needed.
I'm sorry?
Don't think there's any words needed.
Very good. What type of look do you give Lorenzo as he comes up? I'd like that described.
Type of look.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, as you glance across at him, is it impassive? Is it what's your expression on your face as he comes up and says this thing?
They're sadists. They really don't care.
Is just, are you impassive?
Pretty much.
Very good. I'm happy with that.
The shit that Lorenzo has dished out in the past. You know, bears and the rest
Animal
of it.
cruelty, ferret fingering.
Very impassive to that. Yep. Nope.
Absolutely. I love it. I love it. So Sasha is absolutely just like, yeah, whatever he says.
That is kind of, yeah.
Do you have any change in expression when Lorenzo describes what he's seen underwater?
Yeah. Oh, I'm kind of. I look a little bit puzzled. What about you, Sasha?
Yeah, I think a little puzzle as well, to be honest.
So there's a hell dog under the water. Hang on.
At this point,
Okay,
Sasha,
that's me told off.
You notice the bracelets on the incapacitated students seem to be vibrating a little bit.
And the two that I've got?
Yeah,
Are they
the two
dormant?
that are still alive. No, the ones that are firmly fastened are vibrating slightly. Sasha notices that.
Yeah,
You're busy
I do
talking
not.
to Lorenzo.
Yeah, I'm talking to Lorenzo. So we'll do Sasha first, if you don't mind.
Fair enough.
Mochlain, come look at this. There's something going on with these bracelets. Are yours reacting in any way? The ones I've given you?
Oh, now you notice it. Yeah,
Stop
they
on
are. They're vibrating. They're vibrating.
What? My two are vibrating.
Yeah. Just a little
Okay.
bit. There's a little zzz, little buzz feel.
The one that's got the the mechanism that I managed to work out how to clasp and
Yep.
unclasp. Fuck it.
Are you gonna do it? Are you
Yeah,
gonna do it?
I'm gonna
I
put it
knew
on.
you would do it.
I'm gonna put it on. Then
Oh.
I'm gonna. Off we go. What happens?
Oh.
Take
I think,
26 stress.
Exactly. Actually, you do take 2 stress.
Oh.
So let's see what you got left.
Yeah, I'm still up.
Ooh, I was. Oh, it could have.
Coulda,
You
woulda,
get
shoulda.
a very strange flowing set of aquamarine and deep blues that are flowing across your mind, that and then you get a command that has been given. Take them out. And Pietro, you're in the water, by the way. Just I thought that was a cool thing that you're in the water. And you have the feeling, Mochlain, that whatever you did to turn the creatures, they're coming back.
Okay.
Are you going to tell us or?
No, he's just gonna sit there. Yeah, screw you guys. Pietro loves this stuff.
Leave Pete to it then.
There is only one person in the water, which I'm enjoying thoroughly at this point.
Yeah, well, it's you know, it's the age-old story. Man eats lobster, lobster eats man.
I tell you.
I wonder if they put butter on you.
Good question.
We can find out in a bit short.
Yeah.
Right. This is what I'm going to do. Okay. I go, Lorenzo, Monte, help Sasha. Take the hands off if you need to. Take the thumbs off. Get those bracelets off of those 2 unconscious people. Okay.
Okay.
They've been issued a command to take us out. And I've got a feeling that those crab monsters are on their way back. And then I just peg it and I dive straight into the water over towards and swim over to where Pietro is.
What are the bracelets for though? What are they for?
And I'm underwater,
You can't,
swimming.
You can't ask him that. He said it and he's gone.
Why not?
But what's the point of the bracelet?
I think-
You don't know. He said
I-
that,
I'm not
dives in the
asking that.
water and starts swimming rapidly and not very efficiently towards Pietro.
I'm not asking that.
Lorenzo, I get the feeling from what I have observed and what I have seen that these bracelets are somehow or other giving these people the ability to control something.
So could we control the lobsters with the bracelet?
If that's what they're controlling something, but I don't know exactly what. That I don't have knowledge of. That you would need to ask Mochlain, but
Mochlain,
I get
did
the
you take the other bracelet? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
so yeah, I get the feeling they're controlling something. And when he said they're coming, the lobsters. Did he say the lobsters are coming back?
I did.
You shout.
I said,
Yeah.
yeah, I said there was a command come through the bracelet that I got the tail end of, which was take them out. I don't know. I didn't say I don't know who. Sorry. So I said that there was a command which is take them out, and I got the feeling that the crab people were on their way back to us. And then I just sprinted, dove into the water, and I'm swimming over towards Pietro.
So the command that Rob heard, was that to the bracelet or to the crab people?
So you don't know. And
Oh, he's instructed to get the bracelets off the other 2 unconscious people, and he
so
said
I have
to
a.
take them off if necessary. Take them off.
Should we try them on?
I've got one question.
Yeah.
Rob, did you take the other bracelet?
I did. I was going
You
to
have
clasp
2?
that onto Pietro
Okay.
without him knowing it.
Okay.
It's going to be his new ankle tag.
Okay. Very good. So you're flailing in the water,
Yeah.
moving towards Pietro. There's a lot of splashing. You haven't seen. I mean, you would almost expect someone from a kingdom that had sunk beneath the waves to swim really well.
Hey, I'm
But there's
quite
a
good at
lot of
manoeuvre,
splash.
thank you. I can swim as long as I've
Okay.
got armbands.
Okay, very good. And you're on the way. No,
Yeah.
the wings, water wings. Okay, brilliant. So you're moving across to Pietro. You're not quite there yet. I'd like to move back to the team that's on the shore. You see him say, I mean, you hear him say this and dive into the water precipitously. And Pietro, you see this as well from where you're out on the, you're holding onto the wire. You just see Mochlain go, blah, 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 and just dive in and start splashing towards you.
Okay. I mean, I'm assuming that he's really concerned about this rift, and that he's coming over to deal with it.
Very, you would, wouldn't
That's
you?
That's what we asked him to do. So
Absolutely.
This makes total sense to Pietro.
Absolutely. He is on the way.
Admittedly, his urgency is a little concerning. Don't normally see him move that fast unless, it's pastry night. But,
Very good.
Monte's gone to the boat and got one of the oil lamps that's not lit, and he's going to try and use the oil to grease the wrist of the one of the students and try and slip the bracelet off.
I like that idea so much that you do it.
I don't need to roll for that one then.
No,
Oh,
I like it.
chop their hands off. Come on.
I mean, yeah, I made Rob roll.
Well, there are 2 of them.
But, I mean, that's just... Whoop, exactly. It's off.
Cool.
But it is still sealed. It's still
Yes.
in a circle.
Yeah, getting another hand in is going to be difficult.
Yes.
should we be worried about the fact that he's got this handy pot of super slippery grease on him? I don't know.
Well, he went back and got the lantern. Yeah. So that may take a teeny bit of time.
It's
I'd like
on
to
the
know
it's on the
what's-
it's on the it's on the gondola for navigation at night, so we hadn't lit it yet. So
Yep.
yes.
Sasha,
And
what are
he
you
moves
doing?
pretty swift because he's conscious of the fact that Sasha's basically, getting the arm laid out and measuring up the sword position.
Yeah.
Makes it up. So
Mhm.
it's pretty swift,
Yeah. Pietro's
Fair enough.
how someone can use so much energy to move such a short way in water.
And you can
It's
see
my
his
natural
eyes.
buoyancy.
And
clawing his
Brian-
way towards
Brian
you.
dove into the canal downstream, so now he's got to upstream to.
Uh,
It's gonna drift.
at one point, Pietro, you see some water shoot up into the air, and then my arse rise as I've just farted.
Great. So you are moving rapidly towards Pietro.
Yes.
Sasha, is there anything else on your side?
No, I'm watching what
What is
Monte's
progressing?
doing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
So Monte's seems to be successful in removing one of the armbands or the bracelets with enough grease and force. He pulls a little hide off, but if you want it off, got it off. And that seems to be efficient enough. If you choose to do so for the one that's in front of you, feel free.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're magically attached. They seem to just be physically attached.
I'll go for that. I'm happy to
Okay.
leave these reprobates intact watch to take care of.
Little
Has any-
more.
Up, yeah. You know, I mean, dragged 4 bodies down the hill. I think maybe one of
No.
them, since they're meant to be here as our backup, you know, one of them might have come over to
Absolutely.
find out what's going on.
Absolutely. At least
Maybe.
I'd say 2 of the watch have come over and are wide-eyed, sort of looking as you're yanking off the last of the bracelets.
So we're robbing the bodies.
They're not
Oh
bodies.
yeah, absolutely.
They're
yeah.
alive.
No,
They're
there's two are
unconscious.
dead. So
Well-
we robbed 2. We basically hurled these students off of a. I said it. You hurled these students off of a roof and then started torturing them and looting the bodies.
No.
I love that description.
We
Pete.
went for a dance on a hill on
Almost
the
like to me.
rooftop. They
I
were
mean-
stupid, slipped, they fell. I had to do very little pushing. Thank you. Just a
I
little
mean,
bit.
and
Help them on their way. They were landing on a nice, soft, squishy grass. Wasn't my fault that they don't know how to fall.
Yeah.
absolutely. I love it.
They were playing there in the first place. I didn't invite them on the rooftop.
Um,
Sorry.
if Mochlain was there as they were walking up, he would have recognized at least one of them as being one of the officers who was coming to pay respects to Hesperides in his bed when Mochlain was doing the healing. However, you do not recognize that person. But he's like, what is happening? With
The-
genuine surprise.
4 people were on the rooftop using some kind of arcane magics or something
Ooh.
to attack our party, I believe.
Ooh.
They were on the rooftop. We got into a bit of a scuffle. They fell off. Sadly, 2 of them didn't land very well when they fell.
Hmm.
But they seem to have some kind of cuff bracelet on, which they're using to, I think, if I understand this correctly, you'll probably have to speak to Mochlain to be sure, but they seem to be in some way or other possibly controlling the lobsters with them. So we are trying to take them off to ensure that they cannot create any more mischief around here.
Those
Well,
monsters that were killing people and the twist, and then
Yes. It would
they were
appear-
at the race of stags, and oh,
They are acting on someone's behalf.
They would appear to be, yes.
Can we not control them
So-
ourselves?
Right? What was that?
oh, don't know. That's something you'll have to figure out.
Okay, I'm going to try on one of the bracelets just quickly.
Ooh. So, are you trying on the only one you've got that is open? No, actually,
No, we don't have an open one.
you only have closed ones.
So,
Go on,
we
use
can't
some
open
of Monty's KY.
Can you just put a finger in it?
So to speak. So to speak. Okay.
Phrasing.
So you decide to penetrate the circle with one of your fingers.
Could be worse.
Nothing happens.
Use a bigger finger.
I don't want to
What's
get
your
my hand
thought?
by Sasha.
Hmm.
What about putting
What?
on an urchin? Have we got an orphan or an urchin that would fit it? Because they were putting up, they were lowering the bell and everything. They were pumping.
Oh
the
my
oxygen.
gosh. What are you going to do to the orphans now?
I'm just
Oh.
try. I
You mean anything I'm bad?
there's the levels of depravity that we find in this game. cease to amaze me. Well, no, I'm still amazed.
You can tell it's been 3 weeks, can't you?
What? Let's stick the bracelet on a poor urchin. Okay. um, I think we did mention on the far side of the canal, near where the you had a couple of guys set up to pump air to the bell. There were some urchins who had been doing lookout. They're on the far side of the canal,
Okay.
and
Do these things shrink to the wrist, or do you think they were just stuck locked? Is there any kind of hinge?
you can't see any type of hinge.
Maybe we shouldn't do it with the urchins.
It seems very probably knackish as far as
Okay, what about this then?
no,
What about putting it on an animal?
I think that's an awesome idea.
We could
Why
put
don't
it
you
on
let
the
your
horse.
monkey?
We could put it on the not the monkey. We could put it on a horse or something, and then send the horse off.
Okay, there are no horses that I'm aware of anywhere near
We had a cart that we were pulling with a horse, didn't we?
We did have a car. Well,
you.
we must have
You
had horses
Are
to
there
get
any
the
dogs or cats? Any dogs?
did.
Any dogs,
Mm.
cats, pigs, sheep?
Nope. I think that you are correct. That is correct. There is a horse that pulled the cart. Absolutely.
That
It
might
is
take
have
out one.
legs that are thicker than most people's arms.
It could take out one of the lobstermen.
Thoughts?
Who's up for it?
Thoughts?
Monte doesn't want to put it on. There's aversion to lobstermen. He's like, no, I don't want anything to do with this. So he's not putting it on his wrist, but he's welcome for it to go somewhere else, on someone else's wrist or something else's wrist. He's not doesn't have any complaints on trying it with a, you know.
So the court, the where would that horse be? Would it be on the bridge or would it be on the far side? I'm trying to remember where. I think it would be on the far side where you guys took the bell off, and would be near where, well, not Lorenzo, because that's where the guys are pumping on the bell and all that. I think it's on the opposite side.
Are you trying to say?
We had it set up, didn't we, as a kind of a stall or something, didn't we? We were doing something at the back.
Mm-hmm.
Are you trying to say the horses are on the bell end?
Anyway, on the far side is the horse. Felix?
Okay. Sasha, you up for putting one of these on the horse?
It.
Sorry?
What element of a horse do you think that is smaller than your wrist? I mean, the horse's hoof, which is what you'd have to get it past,
Yep.
is bigger than your hand.
Oh, I got an idea.
Yes.
I got an idea. What about if
You're
you
in the
chop
water.
the hoof off?
Are they male horses?
What about if, yeah,
No!
I did
exactly.
wonder if that was
Oh.
If it didn't have testicles.
The rare thing from Pete that is off. Pete usually is.
And he's
for anyone
gone
that's
all
viewing
red.
this video, all the millions of you that are watching this video, Pete doesn't usually do that. Very good. Oh gosh. So you're reminded that the horse's hoof is much wider than a wrist.
So we've got
hand.
to find another appendage.
Okay.
It's either a tail or
She's just going to turn around and she says to Lorenzo, "You go anywhere near my whippet, and I will remove your."
Fair enough.
I haven't got that bear anywhere nearby, have we?
Oh darn, the bear is gone. Darn.
I think it would fit as the monkey's crown.
Snakes.
Very, very good. So I think in my head, as I'm looking at this sort of 3D, as you guys we have Pete in the water holding on to the wire, going, what the heck what's my team doing? We see Mochlain doing the mad
Oh no, I should
dash
be at Pietro
across.
by now.
At almost up Pietro, almost up, like really close. And we see decisions being made and wrists being slipped with slippery oil on the side by the vines. Let's pause there and have a teeny break for us to all recharge our glasses and hit the restroom, and then we will come back and see what else happens. Remember, this was supposed to be downtime, but it's not turned out that way in any way, shape, or form. Okay.
I don't know what code name you're going to give this episode, Pete.
Oh gosh, I have no idea. What do you say? The murdery, smashy. We shall see. Okay. See you guys in 5.
If the appendage fits, the ring will.
Cool. See you guys in 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
And no, Christine, you can't say that to Martin. And Anthony's got a mouthful of food and he's about ready to choke.
Yay!
So does
All
that
good.
mean that he's choking on his chicken?
Oh my word. Here we go. Okay. Let us move around the team and see what's happening. I would say, first off, Mochlain, you have arrived at Pietro, at least at talking distance.
What's up? You called?
Yeah, so there's a rift in space down there, and on the other side is that Argos demon that we saw on the hill.
Okay.
So he's got the cauldron, and he's huge. He's really, really big on the other side of this rift.
Okay.
And there's a lot of dead people trying to get out of this rift. And I was wondering, we need to find a way to close it?
Have you thought about dropping a boulder on top of it?
Well,
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh.
Temporarily might work.
Okay.
Anyway, it's more your area of expertise than mine.
Lovely.
Oh my word.
Excellent. Okay, so I came rushing on over here because your life's in danger. You need to get out of the water.
Okay, you couldn't have just shouted from the bank then. It's like 20 feet away.
How heroic would that be? I've come to save you, Pietro. I've come to save you.
Okay, all right. I'm straight up that rope.
Hang on, can you help me up?
Fair enough. Hey, arms.
Teamwork makes the
Mama.
dream work. Oh, by the way, you might want to try and put this bracelet on.
You can handle yourself.
Okay, Pietro. Okay, so I climb up the thing and climb up the rope, get on the same, and when we go on the bank, I quickly explain to him, look, 4 people on the other side, students, unfortunately lost their footing, mossy roof and Sasha, and 2 of them died, and 2 of them are unconscious. They've got these bracelets on. Look, I've got one on here. You know, didn't hurt at all.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. There's an unconscious one, is there?
Yeah.
Why don't we put all the bracelets on the unconscious one?
We just took them off the unconscious one.
Yeah, but if they're all on one unconscious one, then that's going to really screw with the. It's gonna mess things up, isn't it? For the
I
lobster.
see. So some sort of feedback.
Yeah.
You just get like this, feedback loop. Hey, who knows? Maybe.
Let's try that on Mochlain. Mochlain, do you want to put the second bracelet on as well? See if you get feedback.
Put 4 on.
Sorry, what was that?
across the canal. Very
Can't
good.
quite hear. Cell reception over here is a bit shit. I'm going through it. These bracelets don't work as intended. I'm sending them back. So yeah, right. So let me tell you briefly what happened. Okay, so the crab people came whilst yourself and Loernzo were in the bell end. Okay, sorry, in the end of the bell. I managed to dominate all 4 of them at once and told them to go and kill the one-eyed person. They've gone. After that, buffoons on a rooftop fell off because they were stupid, and 2 are dead, 2 are unconscious. We've got 2 of these bracelets. Look, one's on me, and it started to vibrate before I put it on me. Sasha noticed, and basically when I put it on, I got a command through the bracelet which finished with "take them out," and I got the feeling that the 4 crab things are on their way. I didn't want you in the water all on your own, or on this side of the bank all on your own. So I'm here to save you.
So was the
Very much appreciated, but you could have saved a couple of minutes by just shouting at me. Just a thought. Next time.
It was heroic.
I could have done that, but we had 15 minutes of them discussing how to slip something off.
Was the command to the bracelet wearer or directly to the lobster? Because that wouldn't make sense if it was directly to the lobster. It would be to the bracelet wearer, wouldn't it?
So how are you talking this? So there's the rub.
I'm assuming we're all now together. Yes, are we all?
Are you all together now?
Yeah, we've
I
run
think
over the bridge.
Yeah.
I think so. Fair enough. So
Okay.
ask them. Yep.
Right. I think the bracelets were for the students to control the crabmen.
So someone told the students to take us out.
No. I think whoever is on the other side, who is the dean and the one-eyed man of the 7 Veils, he is a formidable knack. I dare to say, maybe better than I am. And I think he's controlled all 4 back again and told them to take them out. Now, whether that means us or the inept students, I honestly don't know. So the best thing that we can do is, because pause. Am I right in saying, from memory, a couple of weeks ago, we did you not say that the students seem to be controlling the crab people with the bracelets? And that's why Sasha took the action that Sasha did. Right. Unpause. Thank you very much for that. So we think that the students were actually controlling the crab people using these bracelets. Now, if we've got the bracelets off, if we can attach them on each of us, we might be able to take control again. But I don't know, because you guys aren't knacks and I don't have time to teach you how to do it, and I cannot intervene because I will pass out.
They shrink your wrist. I'm not going to put one of those things on.
Oh, no, mine comes off.
Yeah, yours does. The others
Does
shrink
it?
your wrist.
You tried this?
It doesn't come off, Rob.
Oh, but I know how it was latched, so of course it does.
You can burn some stress. Do it.
No, I'll do that after downtime.
Fair enough. You have a bracelet for now.
Yes, excellent.
And you do know that you could probably burn a couple of stress and unseal that.
Yeah, I just don't have a couple of stress. I could burn an influence.
But you do know that that's how you could do it. And so
Yeah.
you're confident with your full powers, you could do so. Influence, I would struggle to give that to you just because how are you burning that? Are you getting the urchins to go run around and grab you ingredients? I struggle. So go ahead. And did we lose Felix?
No, I think he's just polymorphed into a chair. Look, he's back again.
He
The
was
polymorph. He failed his concentration skill.
very good. Yeah. We get the
Now he's
light now.
polymorphed into a lamp.
I think he's eating. And he doesn't want to be embarrassed like I was. So fair enough.
No, that's fine. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm not going to do anything now. I'm going to wait until downtime to do something.
With that understanding, the cops are there. There's two kids that are unconscious with scraped up wrists where you've yanked off stuff. There's two dead kids. And we're sort of, there's some ripples in the water. Maybe there's crab things down there. Who knows? What is your sort of final thing for this episode of action before you go towards a more downtime-ish time?
Okay. So,
Felix?
Can I do something to,
don't want that.
What do you want to do?
Okay, just let me have a I want to do something that's going to cause me one stress.
Will there be a bear?
Sorry?
I was just asking if there's a bear. I was just wondering.
Okay, I'm gonna go looking. Yeah, I'm gonna go to. This is an action before the downtime. Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna run around the town looking for a stray dog.
Okay.
Is that gonna cause me a stress?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Do I get
Because
one?
it's causing me stress.
Do I get one?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. You find it looks like a spaniel.
Yeah, an absolute mongrel, a complete rabid
Oh
danger.
no. This is you think this one may have gotten away from somebody wealthy. It's got a collar, it's a spaniel.
It's called
Okay.
Fluffy.
Okay, fine. That's good because I'm at 6 stress, so that means I can do some downtime activities.
Yes.
And it won't be dangerous.
Oh my gosh. What is happening? What is happening?
If you want to put the
Oh dear God.
bracelets on the dog, you can. It's up to you.
So as you guys are discussing what to do next, Lorenzo comes back and he, in his arms, has this fluffy. It's obviously been cared for very well. It's not an Irish setter. It's not quite that same red color, but it's more of a blonde. But it's obviously been brushed and taken care of, and it's got a collar. And Lorenzo comes up with it to the team.
Does anyone want to put bracelets on this dog?
No.
We can't. We can try.
No. Why are we putting it on a dog?
I'm not wearing it.
How is
One
the
on each
dog going to control a crab beast?
It
isn't.
isn't.
That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Pietro, you have thoughts. I can tell by your your creased forehead.
No, I mean, I'm just speculating on mentally on Lorenzo's need to torture animals needlessly. I don't know.
I'm not torturing it. I'm just.
You're
I'm
just using untested magical things on a stray dog. Yeah.
And to
we're
get
giving control. We're
how
giving
do
the.
we communicate with this dog that we need to control the lobster people?
Yeah, we're giving the control of 4 lobsters to a dog.
Yeah. To what end?
So that the lobsters are then controlled by the dog and are distracted from trying to attack us.
Busy going around sniffing butts. Is that what you're saying? You want the
It might
lobsters?
do that. It might go running off after something, and I don't know.
Actually, that's a really freaking great idea.
Maybe the dog is scared about the fact that it's been captured and it will command the lobsters to attack us to free himself.
Possibly. Very clever dog to do that. Then.
Hey.
I mean, can
Do
you
you guys
imagine?
want to?
Can you imagine the lobsters are going command biscuits, 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 biscuits? What is this biscuit? Where does one find a biscuit?
The lobsters all rush off to the nearest butchers and steal lots of sausages.
Yeah. And they stop at every tree and sniff the base of it.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay, team.
let's put one on the dog and see if it fits. Fuck it. Now that
Okay,
Lorenzo's
absolutely.
explained it, I'm thinking, yeah, anything to create distraction for the.
Absolutely, it's worth a thought. And
Yeah.
you can take. Do you want the one that is open that you can shut, or do you want the 2 that are already shut? You can just fit over the paw.
Okay, all 3 of them.
Okay,
One on each leg.
fair enough. So you guys shove those on the dog.
How much stress does a dog have?
And you know what? Let's make a roll. Why the heck not? Let's just figure out what happens. I think this is Lorenzo's roll.
Yeah, it was Lorenzo's idea.
So what roll are you going to make on this, Lorenzo?
Well, it's not really. What? How skillfully can I put this on a dog's leg?
No, I mean just
Just a-
something for how successful your idea is.
Yeah. Okay, so it's just going to have to be a 6-sided dice then.
Ooh.
I mean, I can't really use my own skill for this.
Not
Oh,
quite.
yes, you could. Yes, you can. Absolutely. You could use.
Again, because I'm trying
sorry?
to do a wreck consort hunt.
Okay. I mean, you explain to me how you're working this concept.
Well, basically, what's going to happen is going to happen, really, isn't it? So I think that's a luck roll rather than one using my skill.
Okay. Okay. Fine. I'm perfectly happy with the luck roll.
Yeah. So
Give me a d6. Hey, you know what? That's still a success.
Yeah.
It is. So here's how we're going to play a 4. I think that what we see happen is there is a swirling in the water that seems to gyrate in a counterclockwise motion. And then the dog violently dies, spouting blood out of its orifices. At the time that Loernzo sees on the tag that the dog belongs to
The juice of blood.
to
Moon de la Velle.
no, that'd be too easy.
That would be too funny.
I will. Oh gosh.
Us guys.
Do there. Duccio de Alanda.
Oh.
And the swirling in the water, the confusion of the creatures, I will say they may have come out and attempted to attack you guys. They don't. They don't. The swirling of the water subsides, and we are at an end for the activities of this evening, except for the fact that when we go home, something will happen that I would like to describe. So, do you have anything you would like to do in this later evening as the darkness starts to fall as you are heading home, or are you just happy for me to move to the next?
I think we just need to have a quick word with the watch just to wrap up what
yes,
happened.
let's do that. That's
Explain.
actually a really, really good idea. Fair
It'd
enough.
be quite
Cool.
difficult to explain the events of the evening.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So Matey's there from when I was when I healed Hesperides' daughter.
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I'll go and greet him, and then after Monte and everybody else done the thing, I would like to inquire as to how Hesperides is doing, his family, and especially his young daughter.
Well done.
But I don't
Well
need to
done.
role play it. I just
No. Let's
you could
just
just
carry
tell
it
me.
out. Fair enough. In interest of time, that's brilliant. And the information you get back is that Hesperides is doing much better. He has gotten to the point where he is walking and moving around, and they are actively trying to do that. His family is doing much better, and the person that you were talking to is grateful that you are actually interested. What do you guys wish to impart to this group who is favorable towards you about the captives?
What?
Are you taking those 2 students with you? Are you leaving them to the watch?
Well, if we give them to the watch, they're only gonna get released again.
That's probably a safe
So
bet.
maybe if we ask the watch to hand them over to the Mercies with a couple of the bracelets from the dog. Well, in actual fact, all 3 of the bracelets from the dog. Tell them that there was the 4th, but unfortunately I can't get it off quite just yet. I'll have to get this off tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then I'll pop it by the thingy as one of my downtime doodads.
Very good.
And drop it off, kind of thing. Yeah, we can then go from there. We can explain. Well, we'll tell them what we think that they were doing up there, and Sasha can answer any questions that may come from that. And for the bracelets, if we need to, I'll just explain that they were controlling the crab people.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so I need this.
There's no role required. I think that's a solid story to people who want to believe anything you say. Yeah, they haul off the two that are still alive, and the coroner person comes for the ones that are dead. Very good.
Have we got names of the? Do we know who the others are?
You don't, but they say they will inquire.
Okay.
And provide the information. Fair enough.
We find out who tries to.
Sorry.
We could put a word in to find out who tries to bail them out.
Absolutely. They will take that information.
Yeah,
and will provide it to you. That's actually really pretty sharp.
What was
you're
Mercy's
completely
name?
Covered up with. Actually, you just pop your on and off video, Felix.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. Oh, you're gorgeous now. Okay. Are we back to the house?
Yeah.
Okay. Great, because I have something to give you. And here's how I'm going to play this. You get back to your domicile and go your separate ways to your different rooms inside the house that are on the same wing. Except Sasha, you notice a young lady who has several times been one of the ladies waiting who has brought things for your folks. And she is sort of wandering down the hall looking a little confused.
Do I know her name? What's it?
I'm sorry?
Take her name.
As far as a name, you really don't remember. But you think it may have been Laura. You heard someone say, or maybe it was Letta. You're not quite sure.
Right to her, and I'll say, so which one do I think is more likely, Loretta or
I think Laura.
Laura.
You think, yeah.
So I'll call out, Laura.
She looks up immediately, so you think you may have hit on the right name.
Excellent. Are you looking for me or something? Why?
I don't know, ma'am.
You don't know?
An urchin brought a letter that was supposed to be to your team, your coterie. I don't know. I don't know who this is to. It's just to Dearest.
To Dearest. Does she give me the letter?
Oh yeah. If I could
handwriting at all.
You now see it in roll 20. You're not sure of the handwriting, though actually you may well have seen this handwriting in a cache of information that you grabbed at one point. So I will say, yes, you do recognize the handwriting as possibly belonging to a certain Moon de Lavelle. And you see what it says. I will let you absorb that.
Sorry. Time out. It was my screen was all stuck up.
Yeah.
Take your time. As you and all the viewers online
Yeah.
happily
More
read
trap.
this.
That I am not sure. That I am not sure.
That's a very
Like,
strange.
But-
also-
This is your information, Sasha, to do with as you please. You can
Mhm.
wad this up and throw it in a rubbish bin, or you may do other things with it.
Mhm.
I care less as a GM because I know what's going to happen.
Okay. Do you want to know what I'm going to do with it?
Oh, I do. I'm excited.
Okay, so well, leave this with me. I shall see that it finds the right place. Do not worry. I'll take care of it. And thank you
Thank
for
you,
bringing it.
mistress. And she does
So-
a little curtsy, and she's out.
And then I'm going to go down the corridor, and I am going to knock on a door.
Ooh, which door?
The door to Pietro's room.
Hallelujah.
Yeah.
I think there's something going on. I think there's something going on.
We knew it was only
Hmm.
going to be a matter of time.
I know. Ah,
Pietro is just irresistible.
Tita's got her claws into Jura, so you're second best now, Pietro.
Yeah.
okay.
Mm,
So,
Pietro.
knock, knock, knock. I assume you open the door, Pietro.
Yeah.
Yes.
What does your evening attire look like?
Probably something in the line of a smoking jacket.
Oh, I bet it does.
Smart, you know.
Absolutely.
Black satin or red?
He's not going to be just sort of lounging around in
No.
sweatpants and a,
No,
you know, a vest, string
I
vest
love it.
like that. You
I love it.
know. Always prepared to entertain.
Troy Hawk.
You're completely invisible again. Oh, there you are. Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
We can
Yeah.
hear you. Just can't see you all the time. It's okay. So, you are standing together at the door, Sasha.
So, I trust you entirely, and I know that you have the best interests of our little group to your heart. So, something has fallen into my hands that I know is for another, but I know if he receives this, he will probably act a little, maybe stupidly, shall we say, maybe thoughtlessly, and put himself in danger. So, I'm going to basically just show you this letter, let you take it in and see what you think.
Hmm.
Do you think we should ensure it lands in the hands of its intended, or should we do something else with it? So I'm going to hand the letter across to him.
Well, come in, come in. Please take a seat.
Ooh, do I get a sherry?
Yeah.
I'm sure you have a. I'm sure you have a.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Well, after you've taken a seat, Pietro heads over to the cabinet,
Excellent.
the spirits. Pours
Absolutely.
you a glass of your favourite sherry. He comes over and pops it on the little table that's between the chairs.
I
And then
pop the letter onto the table and slide it across to him.
Pietro sinks down into his comfortable armchair, crosses
Nice.
his legs, picks up the letter.
Do you cross at the knee or do you cross the ankle?
At the knee.
Ooh.
Ankle's better.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Americans have a problem with that. Go ahead.
Yeah, Oh, okay.
Knees bad.
It's
Ankles better.
yeah, but it's just a bit too. It's just not neat enough. Very gentle.
Yeah. For Pietro, absolutely. Does not
It's-
matter if his balls are crushed. He's just
No,
going to do it
exactly.
the right way.
Exactly. Yes. Not oversensitive.
Martin. Very good.
High pitched response. Yes,
Yeah.
this is correct.
Brains-
Yeah.
More birthright of the aristocracy.
Absolutely.
So
Okay, so you have that. You have the letter.
opens the letter and reads it,
Mm-hmm.
and then he folds the letter up and taps it on his chin. I see your point.
Me, as I say, that our friend still has sadly a soft spot for this particular person that sometimes puts him in harm's way, and I would not have him come to harm in any way. He is too important a member of our team.
Felix is missing all that. Oh,
Oh,
Yes, but can we, in good conscience, keep it from him?
I do not feel comfortable with that either, as to why I am here. This is intended for him, and I would be loath for it not to get there, but maybe if he knows that we also know what is in the letter, maybe it will help to bring him to a sanity check. And
this isn't Call of Cthulhu. No sanity check.
Hmm.
No, I think we definitely need it when it comes to Mochlain.
Mm.
Maybe him knowing that we know,
Hmm.
he will act more sanely when it comes to this woman. She certainly seems to have a clause in him.
She does. She does. No matter how much she protests, she does seem to wrap him round her finger. Well, it could be genuine or it could be a trap. On the other hand, it is a lead. And we don't have many of those.
Nope. We
So
don't.
I'd say we probably need to follow up on it.
Ooh.
Shall we go and see Mochlain?
I think we should.
I think Mochlain is in the communal room having a drink with Lorenzo and Monte.
Okay.
I'm going to down my sherry before I do because it's good sherry.
Is that fair? Is that fair that I throw you guys in that situation? I don't mind if you say no.
Yeah, Monte be having a rum.
Very good.
Pietro,
Lorenzo, are you good with that?
Yeah, I'm having a triple rum.
Very good.
yeah, is that to drown the memory of you murdering a dog earlier?
Well, it was it was
For a
dust.
good cause. For a good cause.
Better than people.
He's well into the animal testing.
You should see what you can do with the poop juice. How do you think he got it so potent?
Yeah. Hey, Felix, quickly put your face on video so we can make sure that everyone knows who is the animal tester.
Yeah. We're saying that there's a lot of incontinent dogs wandering around the city.
Yes.
What were we saying?
Yeah,
Okay.
it
So
really
you
is a
wander
shit
into the
zoo.
communal room.
Yeah. Yep.
Pietro and Sasha,
Mm-hmm.
and you see the three of them sitting there chatting and having rum.
It's obviously Sasha's story to tell. So,
Okay. They are sitting on the low couches around a small coffee type table, chatting about the day's events as you walk in.
Well,
I'm glad one of those lobsters didn't come out of the canal and start to try and lick me. That would have been disturbing.
I
Yeah,
thought you
could have
liked
been worse.
fish.
Leg.
No, I don't like fish. Not anymore.
They're
Guys, I'm glad
harmless.
to be all together. There is something important that
God,
has.
God, Sasha, you look really earnest. This must be something really important.
So what was that?
You look very earnest. This must be something really important and grave. When I see you looking like that, I can tell it's something really, really important that we must all sit around and discuss.
Okay.
Is
think-
that the
Yeah,
picture of her pointing a pistol at you?
You're quite right there, Lorenzo. What's Jura done this time?
I think we can all tell that Lorenzo is pissed
Oh, absolutely.
and ridden with guilt.
The
No.
monkey. Where's the monkey? Is the monkey with you, Lorenzo, right now?
He's drinking as well.
Did the monkey see what happened to
Absolutely.
the dog?
He's got a he's okay with it.
Is he?
There, but for the grace of why this monkey.
I was going to say, you
It's a
turned this
murderous monkey.
accomplice.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Carry on, Sasha.
So tonight when we got home, did you say this was one of the maids that normally delivers
Yeah,
letters from my
Absolutely.
house? I was given. I saw one of the maids from my household who was bringing across a letter for us. She didn't know who it was for, so I apologise now for having read what it says, but I think this is something that we all need to be part of to sort. And she gives the letter to Mochlain.
Ooh.
Moon has been in touch. If it is from Moon, it may not even be from her, but the handwriting did seem familiar to me from what we saw of her style of writing in the letters that we took from her. But she seems to be sending out feelers, asking for a meet. And I'll hand Mochlain the letter.
I open it.
It's a piece of parchment. This has been folded in 3, and it's got some grubby fingerprints on the outside that are probably from some urchin that she handed it to. But the handwriting is quite familiar.
Okay. I've become a bit disillusioned with all this managing a cult thing. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't think she was managing it. I thought the one-eyed Pillock was the boss man.
It implies that you know about this.
Okay. Yes, from reading the very first sentence on this letter.
Oh, it implies that you already knew about it.
No, it doesn't. I've become a bit disillusioned with all this managing a cult thing. And like I've just said, I didn't think that she was managing a cult thing. I thought it was the one-eyed guy. I know that she was in league with the cult because that's how she got through the portal instead of getting herself executed. And that wasn't done by any necks that I know of. But anyway, how she got away, that's not for us. That's for those that need her to die. It seems such an easy way to learn the house's secrets through the wayward members. I would agree with that. And it also seems such a harmless pastime. Dabbling in shit that you don't know, woman, is never a harmless pastime. However, that's proven to be incorrect. You see, I've just proved myself right, haven't I? Why,
So,
woman?
I love that.
I've recently been visited by a gentleman by the name of Argos. So, Argos, was he in his demon form, or was he a Was he a person in when he was in the rift? Did he look the same as he
he's
did
a-
on
he
the
was a big
on
freaking
the on the
monster.
hill?
We've never seen him as anything other than a demon, I don't think.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've never seen him play anything else.
Yeah.
So
Just in sizes is all.
So I'm confused as to why Argos would create himself as a gentleman, who has offered our little group a bit of power in the coming new order of things.
If she's
Right.
looking to join a group,
So
we
is
could-
that what you intend? Sorry, Lorenzo. Sorry to interrupt you, Lorenzo. So is that what you intended to tell me before I sprang off to save Pietro? When you said that there was a demon thing and he's got the cauldron.
that is the same. That's the same demon, isn't
Right.
it?
What exactly did Argos say about the cauldron?
He said that there was one more sacrifice to go
Before
to open the gates, and that we wouldn't get the cauldron until that happened.
and he thought we were in the cult.
Yeah.
Right.
I tricked him into that.
Okay. Well, it's a good job you did, because that's important information. So we already knew that there was one sacrifice left to go, but what we didn't know is that he's holding the Moor for this cult. So he gets out, they get the Moor. What does the Moor do? We'll discover that later. I don't trust this creature. Yeah, right. I mean, who would? And neither do I like the hunger he has to be set completely free along with so many others. Yet you've gone along with this. Okay, you're a complete and utter twat. I currently without a house and without much hope. Meet me ? M. I scrumple it up and I throw it in the fire and I say, she's made a bed. Fuck it. We need to find out what the cult wants with the Moor. I think that's more important.
If she's trying to, if she wants help, we could ask her to give up Cosimo.
So, by the way,
Change.
since it is spring, there's not a fire going, but you toss it in the fireplace. Got it.
Okay, I get the somebody smoking pipe
Okay,
lighter.
very good.
Set
You
fire to
destroy
it, and throw it in the
You
thing.
destroy it.
Yeah, I
Very good.
destroy it. You know.
Okay.
She was.
The note is destroyed.
I'm just taking a screenshot now.
It doesn't. The message is delivered, so. It doesn't...
Yeah, I mean we know what it. We know about it, so. So yeah, and I know Pete's made a quick record of it, so so we can
Always. Always.
No notes on it whatsoever.
That's why we didn't hear that clickety clickety clickety.
Yeah.
Nope.
That
was me updating my Tinder profile.
It does pain
So let
me
us have-
because I
Go
mean I was with Moon for such a long time, but she chose a different path which I wasn't comfortable with. She should have died already. And to me, she's a plaything. That's it. You know. So thank you, Sasha, for bringing it to my attention. But rest assured, I'm not going to be going running off. I'm more than likely chat to her in some other way, just to wind her up because she can't do it to me. But yeah. But until we know what the Moor is supposed to be used for, I suppose she could tell us the answer to that. But I don't honestly trust anything that comes out of her mouth unless her life is in danger.
May
Do
I ask a question?
We can use
Go ahead.
the meeting with her to gain access to these cult members.
I wouldn't trust myself in there. And not wanting to sound pompous, they wouldn't talk to you guys. magic's magic. You know, why would anyone who doesn't know anything about magic go to a cult that deals with dark magic? So you might have some foot soldiers on the ground as guards or something like that for whenever they have their meets, but they won't really know any of the plans or anything. So that's a little bit like Uncle Tito telling us to kill Moon, but we don't actually know why. But we go along with it because Uncle Loto's told us to do it. So, you know.
How does Sasha feel about Mochlain going back to his room in the dark of the night and reaching out with magic to try and talk with Moon? Because that thought comes to her head. Sorry, Rob. I put it in her head.
You have, haven't you?
It's already in my head, to be honest.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
In there.
Can't have any
Good.
secrets, can I? Jesus.
No.
Next time I'm just going to whisper you, all right, GM?
Well, you actually said it yourself in the conversation. You actually said, I'll probably message her later and wind her up because I can do that and she can't.
Yep.
So you actually said it in your little spiel.
Yep.
Oh, yes.
You told all of us what you kind of intend to do there.
I was swimming for like 25 minutes. I'm absolutely knackered. I'm not thinking straight, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of rum. Very good.
And a bracelet that you can't get off.
Exactly.
Oh, no, yeah, okay.
Soon.
Yeah, it's not looking very good for me, is it? Yeah. God damn it.
Yeah.
So, thoughts, Sasha? Words? Anything coming out? Or are you going to hold that in?
I'm gonna basically, well, we know that you can contact her as you will, without any of us being able to do anything about it to stop you. But know that you are an important part of this team, and your safety is extremely important to us. So don't be doing anything without at least letting us know that you are heading off to do something stupid. At least leave a letter to let us know where we can go to pick up the body and then kill Moon.
Hi guys, I'm off to go and do something stupid. Please collect my body at
This address.
this address. Yeah.
And then let us know where we go to go and take revenge on Moon. But yeah, I will trust you to make the right decision, knowing the importance that you play to this team's survival. So, as I know you would for me, I give you that honor and that trust. Don't abuse it.
All right, Governor.
Monte, do you have any words to add?
Fucking hell, this is
Not
starting to sound like an
particularly.
intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Amazing.
That's exactly what it is.
No, Monte just kind of nods. He doesn't think there's anything. Doesn't feel like he wants to labour the point, and thinks Sasha's made a strong case. So he doesn't feel he needs to add anything more further.
Any expression that you give across to Mochlain, or are you just relaxed into the how do you respond to that?
He nods along to what Sasha's saying, and then
Nods along.
yeah.
Okay.
And
So you
when she says that we're very important to the group, he kind of raises his glass and in
Very
agreement.
good. And the last person I'll ask on that is, of course, Lorenzo.
Oh, I'm going to say, do what you want, mate. But if you follow your heart, and if you do speak to her and she's trying to get back in the group, whether or not you believe her, ask her to give up Cosimo in exchange for joining us. If you do.
Very, very interesting. So, as the camera pans away from the group sitting in the common room having rum, the expression on Mochlain's face is probably very much like Rob's right now. No, not shocked and surprised. And I think we will pick up next time with downtime and just consider this an extension of last week's action. Fair enough? And I think you've got a lead and an idea. You also have other things you're supposed to do, but something to work on in downtime. Fair enough? I
Very
will-
good.
And what I'll do now is thank everyone who is watching. And yes, it was a 2-hour session tonight instead of 3. It sometimes happens that way. But I think a lot of things happened that were interesting and exciting. And I hope you enjoyed it. And Rob, you can clear us the heck off.
Good night, all.
Hey.